stopped to look over my shoulder to make sure no one was following me. Then I started making my way down the corridor again. It was getting rather dark now, so I switched on my torchlight. I shone the light on the door at the end. Room 217. I knew I wasn't supposed to be in this part of the hotel, but I couldn't help myself. I loved pretending I was a detective, or a ghost hunter. I pushed the door and it creaked open. I gasped. It was huge! Just then, my eyes fell on the huge portrait on one wall, and I just stared at the woman in the frame, who seemed to be staring right back at me. I was about to turn away and leave, and that's when it caught my eye. A small china box, with my name on it. Next to it was a note that said, Claire, I knew you would be here. Don't open the box now, only after 4 days of meeting Skylar. What? And who was Skylar? I decided to go ahead and open the box, but just then I heard a small scuffling sound that made me jump out of my skin. I had to get out of here! In my hurry to leave, I tripped over the carpet and crashed straight into a tea table, knocking it over. Just as I started to cry, the door flew open and someone picked me up. Dad! Claire, are you okay? Seriously, we've had the entire hotel staff looking for you, again! I told you this part is getting renovated and it's off limits. I tried to tell my dad that I needed to get back, but he dragged me away and made sure the door was locked. I need to get back there very soon. Hi, I'm Claire, and I've lived in hotels all my life. Dad is a famous hotelier who buys old hotels and converts them into luxury 5-star ones. These hotels have been the places for all my biggest adventures and all the scrapes I've landed in. But before I continue, click like and subscribe. My life was perfect until the day I saw that box. I didn't know what to do. The only person I thought of talking to was my old annoying sister, Hanny. All she cared about was makeup and fashion. She had a son and was now pregnant again. And no, she wasn't married. She was engaged to an arrogant billionaire, and her wedding was in 4 days. I found her doing her makeup in her room. She looked angry when she saw me come in. I'm busy here. I just have one question. Do you know someone called... Just then, a young good-looking man walked out of her bathroom. Hey, who's that? Ugh, that's my makeup artist. His name is Skylar. What do you want now? Oh, I didn't expect Skylar to look like this. Hi, Skylar. I'm Claire. I have something very important to ask you. He doesn't speak English. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can leave now. I felt more confused now. When I was about to leave, Hanny's son, Sam, ran to me. Can you be my mommy? Why, honey? What's wrong? Mommy is always busy. She doesn't have time for me. I felt sorry for this little guy, but I had a mission to take care of. I kissed his forehead and promised him that we would spend some time together later. But now, what am I going to do with this non-English speaking Skylar? It was time for dinner, and all the guests were leaving their rooms. I decided to sneak into Dad's office. He had the key to room 217. I would just steal it and find out what was inside the box. I stood in front of my dad's office door and tried to open it, but it was locked. I knocked several times and called out to him. Dad, open the door, it's urgent! May I help you? And who are you? I'm your father's new assistant. I got hired today. You can call me Skylar. What? Oh, well, it made more sense that he might be the Skylar I was looking for and not that makeup artist. Hi, I'm Claire, and I have a question for you. Yes, ma'am. I know who you are. I was told I'm not allowed to have any personal conversations with you, and I think now it's time for you to go to bed. Excuse me? That's your father's order. You're going to start school tomorrow, ma'am. What was he talking about? I never went to school. I had been homeschooled my entire life, and the best teachers came to the hotel for me. With all due respect, Skylar, I suggest you move aside, now. He looked calm, and then he whispered something in his wrist. From the pirate Skylar to the diamond doves. Come now. What the? And then in no time, 2 maids showed up from nowhere and dragged me away. I yelled at them to stop, and I tried to break free. But man, they were strong. While they were taking me away, Skylar said, My apologies, ma'am. It's your father's orders. When I got to my room, I knew there was no point in running away, because there were cameras everywhere. And Dad would see me and send these crazy women again. I decided that if Dad was going to send me to this school, I would disguise myself and sneak out of there. And then I'd come back into the hotel to get that box. Next morning, I woke up to find the school's uniform on the couch. I put it on and put my disguise in my bag when the maids from yesterday entered the room. I can't travel by car in the morning. It makes me nauseous. Please order a helicopter for me. No need to travel, ma'am. The school is here in the hotel. What? They told me to follow them. When we stepped out of my room, they walked over to the opposite room and opened the door. This is your school, ma'am. I had never seen such a huge room in my entire life. There was only one desk with a chair in front of the teacher's desk. I turned around and yelled at the maids. This is not a school. I'm leaving. They stopped me. No, ma'am, you can't leave. Your father wants you to stay here till the afternoon. Afternoon? That's like 9 hours. But I knew there was no point in fighting. Dad wouldn't allow me to leave. I didn't understand. He was always the sweet, perfect parent. Was this a new way to discipline me or something? I walked towards the desk and sat behind it. The teacher smelled weird and had a creepy smile on his face. Hi, you must be Claire. I'm your new teacher, Mr. Schuyler. I gasped. Was there any more Schuylers for me to meet in this crazy hotel? I decided not to ask him about the box right away and see how things would go from there. He started with math. He looked straight into my eyes and said, There are 200 rooms in this hotel with children in them, and 16 rooms with newly married couples in them, and 1 room that is still getting renovated. How many rooms do we have in total? I thought for a second. The answer was 217, and then it hit me. That room with the box in it was room 217. Did he give me this word problem on purpose? The answer is 217. With a creepy smile on his face, he nodded. How many boxes does room 217 have? Oh, he did know about the box. I was about to tell him what I'd found in that room when the door of the room flew open and Sam entered the room crying. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Sam ran to me and hugged me tight, and the 2 maids ran after him. I held him and yelled at the maids to leave. Ma'am, he can't be here. Listen, all of you. This boy is not leaving this room unless I leave with him. So you better shut up and leave us alone, or else. The teacher didn't say anything, and the maids left. Sam looked at me with tears in his eyes. It's Hanny. She is mad. He always called his mom by her first name. And did he say she was mad? Hanny turns into a monster when she gets angry. The entire hotel staff gets scared when they hear her scream. Jeremy is mad too. He is gone. Jeremy was Hanny's fiancé. I felt like she had never loved him. I didn't understand why she wanted to marry him when they fought so much. Suddenly, Hanny barged in, looking super furious. Behind her, Schuyler the assistant was running. Ma'am, I think you should calm down. And I think you should shut up. And I think I should leave you guys alone, the teacher said and left. She leaned towards me and whispered, I don't know what you're up to, but whatever it is, keep Sam out of it. And she grabbed Sam's arm to take him away. I don't want to go with you. I want to stay with Claire. Fine. And she left the room glaring at me. What was this crazy woman talking about? What did she think I was doing? I felt very confused and lost. I let out a loud sigh when Sam looked at me with his adorable eyes. Don't be upset. I know Hanny loves you. She always say that. Pfft. Yeah, right. I took his hand and left the stupid room and went to mine. 2 days passed and I wasn't able to find anything more about the box or the right Schuyler. And since no one wanted to help, I knew just how to get Dad's stupid assistant to tell me something that might help me understand what was going on. I waited for the right moment, and as soon as I saw he was alone, I dragged him into my room. There's something I have to tell you. Yes, ma'am? I hate it when you call me ma'am. Call me Claire. As soon as I'd cornered him, I kissed him. To my surprise, though, not only did I find myself enjoying the kiss very much, but he kissed me back for a second. Just then the door opened and Sam came in. I immediately pushed Schuyler away and he ran outside. I can't tell you anything, ma'am. It's your father's orders. God, Sam! I decided to take him to Hanny and tell her everything. She should help me. When we got there, the door was slightly open. I was about to enter the room when I heard Hanny talking to someone. You need to leave this hotel, Schuyler. I know, Hanny, I know. I don't know what to do now. I sneaked to see that she was talking to the makeup artist. Wait a second. She said he didn't speak English. I opened the door. Oh, I can see that he speaks English better than me. What are you doing here? Giving you your son back. You should take care of him, you know. You're his mother, in case you forgot. Hanny was about to say something when she stopped. I could see she was hurt by what I'd said. Then the makeup artist left the room quickly. I gave Sam to Hanny and ran after the makeup artist. Darn, he had disappeared. Then I saw Jeremy coming towards Hanny's room. He opened the door and started yelling at her. Is Sam back now? You're such a worthless, good-for-nothing woman. I heard Hanny crying. I would have punched him in the face if it was me. Such a jerk. But for now, I had to do something about that box. I felt so helpless, though. Dad's office was always locked, and no one was willing to help me. And I had no idea who the right Schuyler was. Oh, God, help me. The next day, I woke up even earlier than the crazy maids did and went to school. The creepy hot teacher was already there, writing something down in a notebook. He quickly closed it when he saw me. Good morning, ma'am. Just tell me what's in that box, dude. Ma'am, yes, about the box. Just then, the 2 maids barged in. Ma'am, you're not supposed to be here. Tonight is your sister's wedding, and your father said you need to get ready. I don't care about her stupid wedding. Just leave or I... But before I could finish my sentence, the maids held me by my arms and dragged me away. As I was leaving, the teacher said, "Don't worry. We will solve the box riddle tomorrow. It's on page 5. I expect you to do your homework." What riddle? What box? What homework? I'm talking about something else. This dumb teacher knew nothing. The maids shut the door and took me to my room. There, I found the makeup artist. What are you doing here? Why did Hanny say you should leave? Oh, she was worried about my immigration status and that I would be sent away. That's why she didn't want me talking to anyone and told you I didn't speak English, so no one would snitch on me. Okay, so he wasn't the right Skylar either. This left me with only one Skylar, the assistant. I knew it was him. My gut feeling was right. The moment I was done getting ready for the wedding, I ran to look for the assistant. I found him talking to one of the maids, and he tried to run away when he saw me. Please, I can't do this, ma'am. I tried to think of something really fast, so I lied and said, Sam is stuck in my bathroom. I need your help before anyone finds out he's missing. I could see the serious look on his face. Yes, ma'am. And we both went to my room. I locked the door behind me. Give me the key to room 217, now. He looked shocked and confused. I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. Don't ma'am me, you idiot. Just give me the key. It's in my dad's office. Ma'am, please calm down. I have no idea what's going on. But since you want this so badly, I can open your dad's office for you. And it's a big risk, ma'am, but I will do it for you. I couldn't believe my ears. Finally! Someone was helping me. I kissed him and took his hand, and we both ran to Dad's office. He opened the door for me and waited outside. I walked towards my dad's desk when I heard some noise. I froze. Who's there? There was no reply. I gathered my courage and continued walking, when suddenly a young man got up from under the desk. I yelled, "Oh my God!" Calm down, please. Who are you? I'm Skylar. Oh man, this was too much. I couldn't take more Skylars this week. What are you doing here? I'm Hanny's friend. I was supposed to arrive 4 days ago, but my flight got delayed. I need to get you into room 217. You know about the box? Yes, but I don't know what's inside it. I can't explain much right now. You're the only person allowed to open that box. Why? Who said that? Your sister. Then he gave me the key and told me to hurry before it was too late. I was confused. I opened room 217 and went straight to the box. I opened it and I found a letter there. I started reading it and... Oh my God! I needed to leave this place, now. I tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. I freaked out, and what was worse, my phone wasn't with me. I kept kicking and pushing against the door. After 2 hours, someone opened it, and it was Skylar, the assistant. The wedding started and I didn't see you around. I checked the cameras and found out you were here. And I also know who locked you in. Me too. I gave him a kiss on the cheek and thanked him. I ran to the ballroom as fast as I could. It was in the same hotel. I screamed when I entered the ballroom. I object! I object! This wedding can't happen! The room fell silent and everyone stared at me. Then Dad came running to me. What's wrong, honey? Dad, Hanny is not happy. She can't marry Jeremy. He is a psycho who never loved or respected her. She's scared, Dad. Jeremy was furious. That's impossible. These are all lies. Tell them, Hanny. Hanny started crying, and then Jeremy started shaking her by the shoulders, screaming at her to say something. Dad ran to him and pushed him away. You can't talk to my daughter like that. And then to Hanny, he said, Honey, why didn't you say something? Dad, I was scared. I'm sorry, Claire, for the way I treated you. I was just frustrated at everyone and everything. It was a toxic relationship. I was lost and angry. And... Then Hanny's friend, Skylar, showed up and went to hug her. Oh, who is that? It's him, huh? He is Sam's father. I knew you were such a... Then Dad lunged at Jeremy and punched him in the face. 2 security men came running in and dragged Jeremy away. I felt sorry for Hanny, and things between me and her got better and we became closer. She got back with Skylar, her ex-boyfriend, and she gave birth to an adorable baby boy. And guess what she named him? Oh no, not Skylar. Just Liam.
My story animated will give $1,000 to someone who subscribes in the next 7 days. So tell your sister, your brother, your mom, or your friends that if they subscribe, they may win $1,000.